The purpose of the sentence was to expose human impossibility, not to construct a scale of merit. That Galilean hillside witnessed the moment when the moral measuring rod was repositioned to a place no human being could reach alone, and that was precisely the argumentative structure of the entire sermon. Follow the development. In Matthew chapter 5, in verse 20, before the sentence about adultery, Jesus had already declared that unless the righteousness of his disciples exceeded that of the scribes and Pharisees, they would not enter the kingdom of heaven. He had announced a standard above the highest known religious standard in first-century Jewish culture. He then unfolded that standard across 6 examples, each following the formula you have heard that it was said, "But I tell you." The adultery example is the second of these 6, and each one deepens the interior demand. It was not enough to refrain from killing. You had to refuse to harbor anger. It was not enough to avoid physical adultery. You had to refuse to sustain deliberate desire. It was not enough to keep your oath. You had to be so truthful that the oath became unnecessary. The escalation was not moralistic, it was diagnostic. And there the real challenge began for those listening. If the righteousness required surpassed that of the Pharisees, and no one in the crowd was more scrupulous than the Pharisees, then no one in the crowd possessed sufficient righteousness.